Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to hear my trading and market updates. This is Uncle Frank, and I'm not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the presentation, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you're alerted when I have new information to share. So now let's get into the latest updates. Hey, welcome back everyone. I want to take you guys back to June 9th to review an article that appeared in an online crypto magazine called Cryptopolitan. The article was titled SEC Chair Caught in Citadel Market Manipulation Scandal. From the article, SEC Chair Gary Gensler is facing market manipulation accusations by Citadel Securities and Citadel Market Maker. He is alleged to have shorted crypto-focused stocks like AMC Theaters and GameStop via Vanguard Group and BlackRock. The allegations have sparked a Change.org petition demanding Gensler's resignation for his failure to protect retail investors. Gary Gensler, the current chair of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, has found himself at the center of a brewing storm with claims of market manipulation circulating against him. The accusations, spearheaded by Citadel Securities and Citadel Market Maker, come amidst an escalating climate of scrutiny for Gensler and his recent aggressive stance towards digital asset exchanges. The article continues to say, according to the petitioners, the SEC chair's oversight has allowed Citadel Securities and Citadel Market Maker to engage in activities such as naked short selling and dark pool abuse, undermining the confidence of retail investors. And then, under the heading Gensler's standpoint amidst the scandal, prior to this uproar, Gensler had publicized his intentions to increase the SEC's oversight on digital asset exchanges. In a video statement, he revealed that he had encouraged his agency staff to liaise with these platforms, aiming for them to operate under regulations similar to those governing securities exchanges. In a bid to reinforce the integrity of capital markets, Gensler emphasized the need to safeguard against fraudulent activities and manipulation. His tweet stated, quote, "We have rules in our capital markets to safeguard market integrity and protect against fraud and manipulation. If a company builds a crypto market that protects investors and meets the standards of our market regulations, people will more likely have greater confidence in that market." As the turmoil continues to unfold, the spotlight firmly remains on Gensler and his tenure as SEC chair. His ability to navigate these allegations and maintain the confidence of both the regulatory community and retail investors will be a testament to his leadership in a landscape fraught with complex challenges. With the world watching, the SEC is under more scrutiny than ever, underscoring the importance of transparency and integrity in maintaining investor confidence and market stability. So, Uncle Frank, where are you going with all this? Well, I'll tell you. Number one, as many of you already know, with the exception of AMC, I am out of the microcap and small cap markets for now. I don't believe there's any integrity presently, and manipulation is now the norm and constant. Since the buy button was removed at Robinhood, it's become clear to me that Wall Street not only violates the securities rules and laws with impunity, but seem to even have tacit approval to do so from the regulators, meaning the SEC and FINRA, and even receive tactical support from other organizations like the DTCC and the LULD committee. Number two, Like many other traders, this atmosphere has forced me to migrate to crypto markets, especially with my speculative portfolio. But the rampant corruption on Wall Street isn't the only reason. Do you also find it odd that a story titled SEC Chair Caught in Citadel Market Manipulation Scandal never exploded on Twitter with the AMC community? Where is this headline on CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, or Forbes? When I search SEC Chair Caught in Citadel Market Manipulation Scandal on Google, all that appears are crypto magazines. What I'm saying is, like crypto or not, just like the mainstream media in the United States, the financial media has now also resorted to sticking only with the approved narrative. For now, in my opinion, you're going to have to dig deeper for your news, and it's becoming apparent to me that the crypto guys are leading the way and refuse to march to Wall Street's approved playlist. Now, before I move on to crypto, I want to present my theory on why Citadel and its market maker would break ranks and openly accuse the chairman of the SEC with manipulating the markets through short selling activities in crypto-related stocks, specifically AMC and GameStop, all while using global giants BlackRock and Vanguard, no less. Well, my theory on this is before the split, when Wall Street prime brokers desperately needed AMC shares made available to short, instead of bidding for the stock, an activity that could easily morph into a short covering event, they would contact the SEC and/or DTCC to request Vanguard or BlackRock make shares available to lend. This is all under a standing plan to keep AMC from turning into a catastrophic event for Wall Street. So instead of holding the players responsible for making bets against the stock so large that they can't possibly be covered without taking down hedge funds, brokers, clearing firms, and maybe even a prime bank or two, they blame the apes for not only buying the stock, but holding it and refusing to sell. What I think happened here is Citadel lashed out publicly at the SEC for one reason. This was a veiled threat to expose the SEC and its activities if Citadel was going to be held more responsible for this whole debacle than it wanted to be. Now, this story vanished as quickly as it appeared, and you know what's happened since. AMC management, with the help of Citi and Morgan Stanley, provided Wall Street with exactly what they needed for now: the mass conversion of APE, making millions of freshly minted AMC shares available as locates; the promise of mass dilution, putting downward pressure on the stock; and then the reverse split, a move that certainly helped further push our stock price lower while also dramatically reducing the number of shares needed to close short positions. The reverse split may even have had the added benefit of eviscerating millions of synthetic shares the AMC CEO claims never existed on multiple occasions. This scheme was planned by at least two known short sellers of AMC, Citi and Antara, in our very own boardroom that is led by Morgan Stanley in the way of Philip Lader. This same scheme is still actively supported by many apes, even though it's resulted in wiping out over 70% of the company's entire market cap in only 5 days during a recovery season that surprised even the worst of our critics. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will respectfully ask you again, in retrospect, was the threat of diluting in this way in the best interests of Wall Street or the shareholders, especially when AMC has $640 million in liquidity, and that doesn't include the current quarter of Barbenheimer? Was a reverse split used typically only to save a company from being delisted from an exchange in the best interest of Wall Street or the shareholders? Was the creation and subsequent conversion of APE, the Pounce, in the best interest of Wall Street or the shareholders? When our stock ran pre-split to over $8 recently, and Adam immediately tweeted about bankruptcy risks. Was that in the best interest of Wall Street or the shareholders? When Adam Aron routinely states there is no evidence of synthetic shares against a backdrop of millions and millions of fails to deliver, is that in the best interest of Wall Street or the shareholders, when he could simply say no comment? When Adam Aron, his entire management team, and his entire board of directors personally sold over $1 billion in AMC stock, but refused to buy even one share over the past 5 years, in the best interests of Wall Street or the shareholders? In 2020, when some of our theaters were actually closed, when Hollywood was starving the company of films to release, when people were dying and wearing masks and COVID was raging and we were accumulating billions in debt, was it in the best interest of shareholders for AMC to raise Adam's cash bonus from $1.9 million to $5 million, 2.5 times more, and then raise his stock bonus from $6.4 million to $14.7 million? That's 2.25 times more. Was it in the best interest of Wall Street players like Mudrick and Highbridge for AMC to invest in a formerly bankrupt gold and silver mine when we ourselves were billions in debt and in financial distress? Or was that in the best interest of shareholders? So for you Adam Aron fanboy YouTubers out there, just one question. Are you really this friggin' stupid, or are you being paid to be? This ridiculous scheme you pushed on everyone cost the company 70% of its market cap, and it's time for you to stop defending it and start pushing smart corporate strategies that will produce better results for the stock price and, yes, the shareholders. Now, for those of you that blindly support Adam Aron, his management team, and this board of directors run by Morgan Stanley, maybe it would be helpful if I explain what I am. I'm a shareholder activist investor, just like Ryan Cohen, Carl Icahn, or Nelson Peltz, only smaller. I can love and support the company and the stock while trying to put your CEO in civil court for breach of fiduciary duty or in prison for conspiring to commit securities fraud, both of which I think he's guilty of. I am committed to never sell until the shorts cover in earnest. Now that I'm an official bag holder, I've chosen to continue to buy the shit out of the stock on every dip, lowering my average cost. I will strategically write covered calls on runs and write puts on dips in an effort to improve my position. I go to the theater every week. I'm an A-list member, a member of Investor Connect. I buy the retail popcorn. I buy items off the merchandise website. And I carry the AMC branded credit card. I own the domain names ANC Investor Connect.wallet and AMC Theaters Investor Connect.wallet. I collected every single NFT ever connected to AMC and Hycroft. I was the YouTuber that asked everyone to rent the original Planet of the Apes from 1968 when AMC still had an on-demand service and propelled the film to the top spot on the rental list. I will not participate in any boycott of AMC theaters in any way. But I will call out this management team every time they sell you out to Wall Street, and I don't give a damn if you like it or not. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I will never tell you to buy, sell, or hold any security or cryptocurrency. But I am done with the small and micro cap markets, and with the exception of AMC, I'm moving over to crypto until a new regulatory atmosphere emerges, if it ever does. Otherwise, you can color my ass gone from this US stock market. As many of my listeners already know, I can talk for 5 hours on why I buy XRP, but I wanted to start with the basics and this headline from July. Crypto will transcend international currencies, BlackRock CEO. And from Forbes, transcend the US dollar. BlackRock CEO issues important crypto prediction after huge week for the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP price. From the article, BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager that looks after $10 trillion worth of value, has triggered a stunning Bitcoin and crypto boom in recent weeks. Now, BlackRock's legendary chief executive, Larry Fink, who shocked the world when he announced a surprise crypto flip last week, has said he expects crypto to transcend traditional currencies, including the US dollar. Like every ape, I've been completely disgusted by how Gary Gensler lets Wall Street run all over us. And the good news for crypto is they have been kicking his ass all over the courtroom lately. Headline from Axios. SEC Chair Gary Gensler's court losses are piling up in crypto. From the article, Gary Gensler's SEC has really been face planting in the courts lately when it comes to crypto industry enforcement. Why it matters? The regulated community is liable to smell blood in the water. Companies settle when they believe they will lose in court or that the price of the fight will be too high. But every loss for the SEC makes it less likely the next company it goes after will settle. If you want to read about the recent history of all of Gary's losses, go to that article and check it out. Now, for the benefit of those that don't have a lot of crypto experience, just like the stock market, lots and lots of hard work, lots and lots of research. I recommend first going to Masari, save that website. One thing I'm always watching are the top 10 coins by market cap. I'm also watching that market cap value. At the time of this recording, you can see the arrow on the left. We're at 1.07 trillion. On the right, another thing you could watch is Bitcoin dominance, so you can follow along. That currently stands at 46.98%. Another great site to save is CoinMarketCap. Again, you can click on the buttons to see which coins are up the most over the past 24 hours, 7 days, or year to date. But these are both useful websites. So what's on Uncle Frank's watch list? What does he have in the brand new portfolio? Well, of course, I've been building a position in XRP for years. I will continue to acquire it. But I also have added small positions in Stellar, XLM, HBAR, XDC, and ZIL. Hey guys, look, it's the weekly chart on the ape. You remember the pounce? Yeah, this is our delisted preferred share. We never voted on it. It was a dividend, so it was declared. It started trading August 22nd of last year. It opened at $6.95. It briefly got up to $10.50 and then dove almost straight down to 65 cents, where we sold a ton to Antara to rig the shareholder vote, in my opinion. And then we finished trading at $1.42 this August 24th. Now, this is how Adam Aron sold the ape to you. These are his words. Candidly, I've seen no evidence so-called fake or synthetic shares exist. But many of you disagree. This preferred equity dividend goes only to company-issued shares. So it will have the impact of a share count or unique dividend many of you have sought. So, is that what we got? Are you satisfied with his description? Are you pleased this man ordered 6 share counts and never published even one of them? Well, don't worry. I know a guy in Michigan who's setting up an independent count website right now where shareholders can certify their positions online. We're going to prove that the 3.8 million AMC shareholders hold billions of shares and expose this thieving CEO for the liar he's always been. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.